everybody. I'm here with my neonate Claire today. I'm going to be changing her into a spring dress. I'm hoping it will fit. If not, I might have to pull something different, but I'm thinking it should be okay. Right now she's in this Sleepers from Carter's. It's a thermal with little feathers on it. I got this in Arizona. And she's been wearing that for a couple weeks now because a few weeks ago in our Neonates and Baby Think It Over group, we had a weekly challenge of dressing your babies in sleepers and take a picture and post it in the group. So that's why she's in this. So she's probably a little bit dusty, so I'm also going to give her a little bit of a wipe down. I'm still waiting to receive the acne cream that I probably will need to really give her a good cleaning for these marks that she has on her. But I will try giving her a wipe down with these wipes and see if maybe I can get some of them off. And while I'm changing her, I thought I would answer the Spring Fling tag that Love Me Some Reborn Babies started. I'll link to her channel below for you guys. I saw this tag going around a while ago and have been meaning to take part in it, and I thought what better time to take part in it than when I'm changing this little one into a spring dress. And I'm going to be putting her in this dress that a viewer sent to us from Spain. Again, I apologize for not remembering the names of everyone that has sent me stuff. I will usually what I generally try to do is when I will go back and edit this video, I will go back to that Happy Mail opening and I will write in the description who it was that gave me this. But it's got a little bonnet. I think it should fit her. I really do. It might be a little bit long, but I think it's gonna fit. So I thought it would look really pretty on her. And I have a little Q-tip with the end. I wet it and just kind of wrung it out a little so I can clean her eyes. So anyways, so let's get started with the Spring Fling tag. It sounds like lots of fun to answer. The first question is, what is your favorite thing about spring? And really it is just, for me, my favorite thing is just the weather getting warmer. I have issues with extreme temperatures, so our summers here are way too hot most of the time. Most of the time I don't tolerate that heat very well. And then on the opposite end, our winters tend to be super, super cold, and I also can't tolerate that. Reasons being, the super cold gets my Raynaud's phenomenon going on in my toes really, really bad. I mean, I sometimes will even get that in the summer if I go into a place that's super air conditioned. And it's just not comfortable because my toes go numb and then they start to get that like burning, kind of like stinging feel, almost as if you're getting frostbitten. And it's just very, very uncomfortable. And then in the heat, I have trouble breathing because we get very bad humidity. So for me, my favorite part of spring is that usually for the most part, our springs is just like that happy medium temperature for me. It is like the perfect temperature that I wish it was all year round. And the sad part is that it never seems to last very long before, boom, summer's here and we are hit with the heat. And I kind of feel the same way about fall. Fall and spring to me are very similar in that it is the most comfortable temperature for me. I love when it gets to that temperature in spring. Like we had a day where we got that a couple weeks ago where it got up to 20 or 25, I believe it was. I think it was about 23 degrees Celsius. And I was able to go out without a jacket, just slip on some Crocs and be on my merry way. And I think that's what I love about it too, is that no more having to like bundle up with all these layers and boots and hats and scarves, and it takes you like freaking 5 minutes to get out the door with all the layers you have to put on. And so I really look forward to the days where I can just put on my clothes and my shoes and just go and be on my way. And like I said, it's just that happy medium temperature those days. Oh, some of the black marks are coming off just with this wipe down. This is good. I don't know why I didn't do this right away when I got her. Yeah, so it's just, I love that it's getting warm. I love seeing all the little robins coming out and hearing the birds chirping and seeing the sunshine. And it's just, and I love how I can just watch like the transformation of the trees getting their leaves again and the grass getting greener. I mean, just in the last week, all of a sudden I've noticed that there's these bushes that we get. I don't know what kind of bushes they are, but they have these little yellow flowers on them, and they are always the first to come up every spring. And I noticed on the Easter weekend, I noticed that, hey, these are getting the yellow flowers. So that was really exciting. I was like, that's like my first sign. It's like, yeah, spring's here, because they have the little yellow flowers on the bushes. And they don't last long. They only last a few weeks and then they fall off. And then the bush is just green. So I don't know what kind of bush it is. I've always wondered that. Okay, moving along. I've spent too much time on that question, but I just love spring. Spring and fall are my absolute favorite seasons, always, always. And just all the colors. Like, you get the bright colors in the fall and the bright colors in the spring. Number 2 is, what is your favorite spring color or colors? Definitely pink and purple, especially like a lilac or a lavender color. I really love, well, those are my favorite colors anyways, like in general. Pink and purple are my absolute favorite colors, and they always have been. So yeah, they've always been my favorite. But I also really like, for the spring, I love seeing yellows as well, especially if it's like either bright yellow, or sometimes I really like the light yellows as well. She's coming clean really well. I thought that she was stained and that I would need the acne cream on her. Her eyelashes are really gunky and bent up. I still haven't decided what I want to do about that. I don't know if I want to replace her eyelashes, or I don't know, but I think I got most of it out. I'm just using water wipes. They're like chemical free, 99.9% water and 0.1% fruit extract. And they're working really nicely on her. I mean, there's that big black mark on the side of her face pretty much came off. I could probably use maybe like a mild soap to get it off, to get the rest off, but all in all, she's looking pretty good. Yeah, so pink and purple and yellows. I also like mint greens during springtime as well. Okay, I'm trying to find the front and back of these, of this bloomer. I believe this is the front. Number 3, what is your favorite thing to wear in the spring? Well, I guess I kind of touched on that already. Well, the thing is though, is that our springs are generally not warm enough to wear like summer clothing yet. Like right now we're in spring, but I am still going out wearing short sleeve t-shirts and okay, hold on, I don't think this is right. It's not going on right, or maybe they just don't fit her. We'll see. I still have to wear socks and shoes, and I still usually have to wear a hoodie and long pants, so it's not really warm enough for like spring dresses or whatever. I'm not really a dress person anyway. But I just basically in the spring, I just like being able to go out in a nice t-shirt, short sleeves, and a little hoodie if I need it. Like I said the other day, when it was warm enough to wear Crocs, that was nice. Because Crocs are like the most comfortable shoes for me. Yeah, these bloomers are not really, they're snug in the leg. I can't figure out if they're on, I think they're on the right way now. I don't know, they weren't really going on properly before. I'm not sure which way. I'm going to just leave them like that for now. I don't know, they don't look right to me. But they didn't look right the other way either. Alright. Well, excuse me. Okay, so yeah, that's basically my favorite thing. I just like having less layers. Excuse me, guys. My throat is still bothering me, and I'm getting a cough again. I don't feel like I have a cold. It's just, I think it has a lot to do with whatever lung issues is going on. So I see my doctor again in a couple of weeks, and I'll definitely be bringing this up. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to fit her. She's going to look cute. Number 4. What is your favorite spring flower? Number 1, hands down, daffodils. I love daffodils. I've always had a thing about daffodils. I don't know what it is. I just find them to be very, I don't know, they just, I think because they're such a bright yellow, they just remind me of sunshine. I don't know, they just make me feel happy. I also really love tulips, because like tulips and daffodils are pretty much the first flowers that come out. And so like kind of like that bush I was telling you about, they pretty much, you know, signify to me that spring has arrived. I also like lilacs. The lilac trees that bloom this time of the year. This bonnet is a little bit too small for her. It's strange. I found that these dresses, the bonnets that come with them are small. They're like too small. Like the dress, it's almost like the dress doesn't match the size of the bonnets that come with it. Which is unfortunate because they're really nice little bonnets, but the dress would be too big for the size baby that the bonnet would fit. So I don't know, they're kind of strange, but it's not bad. And also I have these, I'm going to try these for the first time. They are like leggies or knee highs. I got them off of the Geek app, which is almost like, I think, the Flip or the Wish app. It's just like very cheap items that come from China. But yes, those are my favorite spring flowers. Oh, wow. See, I had bought these mostly with Maisie in mind, and I think they most definitely would fit her better. They're very long. They're a lot longer than I realized. Yeah, what's next? Number 5. What is your favorite thing to do as it warms up and spring approaches? I just like to go out, just get out and enjoy the weather. And whether that be, you know, I work as a nanny. For any of you guys that are new and don't know, I'm a nanny. I take care of a 3.5-year-old and occasionally take care of her 9-month-old baby sister as well. So taking her to the park, you know, when the weather warms up, and just enjoying the sunshine. Taking my babies on walks around the neighborhood, walking to the corner, because we have McDonald's near us, and we have a little convenience store. Just walking over and getting a nice drink, or getting some lunch on one of my days off as a treat. I always like doing that. Sorry guys, this is becoming a long video. I'm going to try to get the rest of the questions quickly. Number 6, what is your favorite spring meal, food, or drink? Honestly, I don't think I have one. I don't really have a specific food or drink that I associate with spring. The only thing I could maybe think of is like Starbucks, their passion iced tea lemonade. That's pretty much the only drink I ever get from there. And in the winter, it's usually hot chocolate, because I'm not a coffee drinker, and I haven't really tried many of their teas, but I prefer like the specialty teas, like from Tivana, or like David's teas, stuff like that. So I prefer to just buy those and make them at home. So yeah, I guess like when the weather starts to get warmer, I enjoy stopping into a Starbucks and getting a passion iced tea lemonade. But I guess I never really thought of it before. Number 7, what is your favorite thing to put your Reborn in for the spring season? Well, I love to put them in, the babies, especially the girls, I love to put them in their little Easter outfits. For Easter, but also like for the rest of the time when it's not Easter, I really like putting them in outfits that have like floral prints, or little bunnies on them, or little chickies, you know, things that you associate with like, or birdies, little birds. Those all, like, to me associate with spring, so I like to put them in stuff like that. Again, I dress my Reborns mostly as I would a real baby. So again, at this time of the year, it's not exactly warm enough to put them in like bubble suits and stuff like that. Unfortunately, those are going to have to be for the hot summertime. So, you know, like, it's nice if I have dresses that have long sleeves, or even like a little shrug sweater to go on top. And then I always have to put, I rarely ever leave them bare-legged, because it's just, I wouldn't do it with a real baby because it's not warm enough. So I usually, you know, will use tights, but now I have these. These are kind of nice, so I don't have to put the tights on. So let's see where we are now. Oh, and for the boys, like, it's kind of along the same lines. I like to put like light blues rompers, but like long sleeve and long legged rompers, stuff like that. Number 8. What is your favorite spring fragrance? I have a lot of body sprays and perfumes that I rarely ever use. I find the older I get, the more sensitive I'm getting to scents. As I cough here, I sometimes find that a strong perfume will set off a tickle in my throat and make me start to cough. So I don't wear perfume or body spray very often, and if I do, it has to be something very subtle. But so for me, I feel like my spring scent fragrance that I like is nature. The lilac trees, when they bloom, you can smell them usually like a block before you hit an area that has them. And walking under one or by one, I just love breathing in the lilac smell. I just think it's so beautiful, and it's like, spring has arrived. Number 9, do you spring clean your Reborn nursery or your home, or do you just try and clean as you go and maintain it, doing a little bit all year? So because of my chronic illness, I have to really pace myself when it comes to household chores. And so I've actually made up a cleaning chart that I don't always stick to, because some days I just can't with my illness. But I do my best to try to follow it. And so I have cleaning chores that I will do on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and I have a list of those written up, and I've divided them into like only basically cleaning one area per day so that I don't overdo it. And then I have a monthly cleaning chart, so things that I will only do once a month. So those are usually tapped on throughout the month, usually on a weekend or something like that. And I also have divided up everything, so like Alex has his own stuff and I have my own stuff that we both do. And then I also have another chart that is like a quarterly cleaning list. So Riley, what is wrong? Oh, he's playing with his toy. So I have a quarterly one, so like I think it works out to like every 3 months or every 4 months I have another set list of cleaning that I have to do, and that generally will cover everything. But there is like the odd time where I will come across certain areas in the house that I just have never thought to put on the list, that I will suddenly notice, oh, there's dust webs here, or oh, this area is looking really dusty. And usually when that happens, if I feel okay in that moment, I will clean it right then and there. If I'm not feeling good, I will jot it down on a to-do list so I don't forget to go back to that area and get it cleaned up. So I generally do clean as I go out. I have maybe 1 or 2 cleaning jobs that I leave for basically once a year, because I don't feel like they need to be done more than once a year. I can't think of what those things are at the moment, but I have those written down as well on our cleaning charts. So I'm pretty organized in that way. I try to be. And as for the nursery, you guys have seen, I've done videos of me changing over the clothes. I have a big Rubbermaid bin where I keep the winter clothes stored during the summer, and then they get switched over like seasonally. So I do have to do that. I usually do not put the winter clothes away until I would say probably May to end of May, because usually here in Canada, like, you can still get pretty cool weather, like usually our temperatures are between 10 and 20 up until It's usually May, mid to end of May. So I still find that the babies need to have, you know, even if it's light clothes, not like sweatshirts, but like long sleeves or long pants, or little hoodies or whatever. So I generally keep those out until I know that it is, okay, summer's arrived. We've had like a week of like hot temperatures and the forecast for the following week is the same. And then I know, okay, it's here. And I do the same thing with my own clothes as well. So I usually wait until like it's right to the end of that. So I've just learned that's how I have to do it, because if I put away all of my winter clothes, a lot of time, like in the past when I've done that, all of a sudden we'll get like a few weeks of cold temperatures and I'm like pulling them back out again. So number 10, which is the last one, excuse me. Do you decorate for the seasons? I usually have only done decorating for Christmas. I recently started in the last 2 years decorating a little bit for fall / Halloween. But that's it. Because I don't have a lot of space to store decorations and what have you. So I can't really get into decorating for Easter and spring and all that stuff. So yeah, there's the tag, guys. Sorry it ended up being long-winded. But there's Riley. Riley, you want to say hi? No? Where are you going? Okay. So anyways, here's Claire in her dress. I think it looks really pretty. It fits her well. The bonnet, like I said, it's a little small, but it's okay. So she's looking pretty nice for the spring. I like it. It's a pretty decent length. It doesn't cover her feet. And these are the knee highs, or you might as well say leggings. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching this tag. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.